It's not uncommon for Nintendo to give a beloved character, known for their iconic jump, a chance to shine in their own game after years of anticipation. Now Luigi did it successfully, and now it's Princess Peach's turn, in Princess Peach Showtime. And this is likely to be one of the final major titles for Nintendo Switch that isn't a remake or remaster. Now the Switch has been a remarkable success story for Nintendo, in terms of both hardware and software, so it's fitting that they would bid it farewell with a new adventure featuring the amazing character herself. However, Princess Peach Showtime, and let's be honest, isn't the most exciting, visually impressive, or technically advanced Switch game on the system. Instead, it's a strange experiment that really could have used a little bit more development time. That's not to say it's a decent game that sometimes does struggle, but for those out there, it might disappoint those like me who were just hoping for something more. Before I delve into what it means to run through this game, I've got to admit, I'm unsure who the targeted audience for Princess Peach Showtime is for. You could say it's more of a female-centric kind of game, but that really wouldn't scratch the surface of what we're trying to achieve here. It's taken me a while to look at this over the course of the week, and I'll be honest, the whole game comes across as it seems to be aimed more for the less experienced Nintendo fans. You know, the ones who are not quite ready for the complexity of a Zelda game or the reflexes required in a challenging Mario adventure. In my opinion, it's not really marketed towards men or women in that specific way, much like a Barbie game or something along those lines. Instead, it's more of a light-hearted, jaunty little piece going through the various levels and collecting ribbons and unlocking dresses. That's to say, you know, that it's ideal for younger players who adore Peach and just beginning their ideal journeys going through and looking and discovering brand new adventures. However, for me and many others who listen to this, who play games and have gone over the decades looking for some of the ultimate classics around, you might finish this game hungering for more, because it's really one of the less optimized collectathon platform adventures that I've really ever had with a Nintendo title, and that's including the Kirby's. That being said, Showtime isn't a bad game, and that's absolutely fine. Yeah, it's just a very smooth, straightforward A to B adventure. I think I found it a little bit because it really had a road game on time. You know, you think about it, that one really had the PDA Nintendo did. For that, we're really looking at the realm of possibly amongst other roles in other games. But in my eyes, this game takes bigger risks and has a more set of ideas, much like Luigi 3 to the previous level. And someone like myself who's gone through over the decades in every other mainstay of Mario, you know, she doesn't really get to shine on her own. Yeah, always follow some of that. Always just doesn't really have much to do outside of Paper Mario. It just felt that in this day and age, Nintendo just looked at their mainstay IP and just thought, oh, we need to do something with her. And being that 2024 is the final year, really quick, Nintendo actually got a popular IP for the movie. It just felt that with that going, they looked at any possibility of quick creation of a solo entity that would be realized and throw it to the market over this might be. Much like how Star Fox Zero was Star Fox with you, but Star Fox God, I really we have to do. game starts pretty and I'm really back it's absolutely wonderful. You know, people couple of codes up there out and good along her breath. Yeah.
Wow.
Her breath. But there was quite an array with the evil great and a carbon. It's that faster. But that faster performance and lost the theatre. Now, this is a new Frank Stella. To harness the powers of acting, okay, we're going to choose that power to save the day. And it's a very bizarre premise. Yeah, it is Nintendo doing Nintendo again. It's, you know, there's none of the usual suspects here, of course, anyway. There is no Bowser, no magic, war. It's not even a nod to Mario Luigi. This is completely devoid of all major any other table. Instead, we've got full of shadowy purple people that invade every stage and every play. And first of all, yeah, they're trying to shut down the production where well, yeah, you can wander around the hub with the not very cool. It does look nice. Yeah, there's how you can this way. What do you wish to play? Each level is to play, and each play has its own theme. With adding star roll, repeat. So, for sort of stage, you walk in, are invested in the pieces, put on awesome food, and then you slip away through the end level. Yeah, but this is every stage has different rules and what you can do depending on. I suppose this is really basically the main appeal of the game. It's seeing what people put on it, how it's going to affect and gameplay. Some stages are going to be straightforward action or level. It's going to be interesting and it's kind of classic exploration or adventure. And yeah, some levels are going to have mini boss, brilliant, and some stuff. But there's a lot of variety. Yeah, it's a lot of. It's as a game in itself, it feels very much an experiment of how many different levels. In fact, we've seen it before with Mario 3D World and the new Super Mario Bros. 2. I would like that, where Nintendo one around how many various they create, and they have a wonderful array of ideas. Now, in terms of level, the game does really not feel like Mario Kirby or indeed the Yoshi game. Yeah, but really, thankfully, the production house is good feel. Every level has a certain amount of pop. There's always one hidden red ribbon on. So, you can always find that, but they can always stop in the lobby with different dresses to wear. Yeah, there's also colours altogether. Levels are also, well, they're short, brisk, and yeah, they're designed to be repeated to connect them. In many ways, much like a Kirby. Well, and I really need to sort of put it out there. It's everything is repeated, very much taken in. So, you know, the normal go back, look at the area, and enjoy it. And you're the racer. This is going to be an fantastic competitive. Okay, you are actually enjoy it. But the majority of it, if you play Lego game, play Mario game, you're almost indoctrinated in the rule set. So, really, when it comes down to it, you're going to find the majority of this stuff on the first go.
completed all the levels on the floor, you then see box down the cellar, and she'll basically open up a box area or box stage. Clear that stage, pretty much like Mario Story, okay? And more levels and more challenges to open up. Repeat. Okay. So it isn't too bad. It's a very solid progression. And there is a decent amount of the pause menu itself has it. You've got the wardrobe section, you've got the album section, the build, you've got the ribbons in it. Then there's the which build up. I just play the game. In fact, the page is all ensemble people where music tabs, all soundtrack game, these are an area movies or cutscenes, and very much the Smash Ultimate kind of style intro that Nintendo quite was making. In all honesty, there is a wealth of ideas here to slowly unlock complete. And unlock most of it will happen pretty much the first time. You probably will get with the couple of attempts, and you'll pretty much nail it by run through 3 or 4. But it doesn't matter too much that this is an incredibly hard game. Sound-wise, I have to really point out that this is one of the most beautifully sound on the Switch right now. I have to say, honestly, played through over the week. I had a very nice time. And it's been one of the most enjoyable efforts I've had for a long time. It's not much a start and just really so we get to the conclusion. It's been a like gradually going through it. And while the second episode is relative, but I did yearn at some point for an occasional Mario or someone from the IP just shut up and just add out the ensemble a little. It's a slow-paced game that just had something not quite right about it. Felt like something was just missing the way to develop it. I put the finger on. But it's not simplistic. It is a really enjoyable event. But like I would say, it's fun right now to witness the first time complete everything. But would you want to really repeat the entire adventure? Would you completed it? That's really you to decide. See, all in all, Princess Peach Showtime it's never bad. It's mundane. It's a great Nintendo game, and a beautiful looking Nintendo game for that. And it's incredibly and highly polished. But it never quite hits into the next gear to make the Nintendo title so rewarding to replay. And so I could pick faults in many Nintendo titles. Like the Yoshi's Woolly World, and probably even the remaster of the Mario Bros. 3D World. But all of those had their own charm. Hell, about a few seconds of Mario 3D World really had me convinced enough to replay the game purely on Nintendo alone, and you reimagine the very part of the title. And so many stages here in this time. They gel, but they feel a little bit lackluster at places. The costumes are always great, and the movements are always brilliant. But when it came to additional creativity, flesh out that world outside the enemy character or the general environment, it just didn't quite feel like it developed enough. And that's it. It might be fine for young kids, but I felt as and I thought I would do this time, I just felt it wasn't me. Yeah, this was being pushed out in a way of marketing or the final hurdle of the Nintendo console. I suppose that's probably just myself, just grappling with myself, trying to understand who really aimed at really for. And I know it is really young kids game. But playing it felt like they were trying to make it a family title, one that there are many other options as well. I haven't really touched upon the gauntlet stage. These are a lot to beat the boss on. Essentially, you're going to hit certain score threshold, time capture, gold medal, and currently, so far, when you hit damage anyway, you really have to start the challenge over. Now, combat is that hard. So it's, with practice, you are going to overcome it quite quickly. And again, that makes it wonderful why the here at all. It's because the next mode to attack on, because it kind of works in any of the game. Now, fully completed every level fully complete every level, all 200 and to rip the entire out. In all honesty, I had a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a little bit of a grind here, and I'm not going to be around, but as long as you're trying to play every single bar, trying to play every day, okay, don't die, but you're not really going to have much to do at all. No, you don't get anything for trying on or basically buying all 40 dresses that you earn over the course of the game. Functionally, they just look nice, really, to look at. There is an appearance of something quite extra special towards the end of the game, which I won't really follow on now. If you want to look it up, feel free, but I would rather hold that back if you are really looking at trying to think about buying this title in the near future. And because of that, the game is really sort of short on completion rewards as well, which I suppose that really has been Nintendo's kind of pushback in recent times after going through the bigger item and collectathons that Zelda's had. The tick criteria to give you something extra for mastering everything has kind of fell on the wayside recently. But and that aside, the boss challenges wasn't too bad in that respect. There's public trades basically of all 5 bosses in the game that you can go basically replay and fight. Doing those bosses, a new challenge attack them. There'll be little things like criteria like you won't need to get hit to attack certain projectile, don't hit certain enemies during the fight, or don't get spotted during a particular stage, and so on and so forth. Those challenges were actually interesting. I mean, there was a nice bit of depth into the game. They're not difficult, and every one of them will give you just more decorations at the theatre. Another additional extra that's been added on by Nintendo in the game seems to add replayability to the whole thing. Seems to be originally even Captain Toad here. It's the Luigi collectathon thing that they generated in that game that didn't quite work quite well, but it was a free add-on. In this case, for Princess Peach Showtime, we now have to find 3 ninjas on every stage. Sounds simple enough. The Ninja Master Sparkler literally tells you they want to play a game with you, and every single stage will now have 3 ninjas hiding in it wouldn't do that. The downside is obviously you're going to have to replay every game again. Well, you're going to have to replay the whole game again to find 3 ninjas again. Now, this wouldn't have been a bad thing in my respect. It's just if this had been an option that could have been unlocked at the start of the game to enable you to discover these as you're gradually going through, it would have been a wonderful little addition. Something a bit of a side quest that you could have enjoyed and gradually gone back to town. But to add this so late in the overall game premise just added a little bit of frustration to me in terms of the whole experience. it just made what should have been a really enjoyable jaunt all the way through now become a little bit more of a taxing concern that I really, for the sake of us, wanted to drop down rather than continue. Overall, I think it's just really frustrating at this point. I love the sincerity of Nintendo's ideas about altering on additional items to enhance the journey somewhat. But in my case, was this too much? I'll leave it for you to decide on that. Now, through my entire journey throughout the entire gameplay, go through everything, you're averaging roughly around about the 12-15 hour mark to pretty much go through the entire game. Now, on short bites, that's pretty reasonable. I mean, if you spend an hour here, 2 hours there over a week, and you're going to go through, it's a good month and a half worth of entertainment. You know, if it's a slow-paced game you want to add a little bit of travel, it's brilliant. It's great fun for a half-term holiday. It's a great game, and it's fully memorable, and there are world-class characters here that, while they're not part of the mainline franchise, they will stick out as being something of a little bit of a gem, something you may want to replay in a few years' time again. As for the challenges, they're not really different, they're fairly straightforward. There's nothing new here to really overly whet your appetite for if you were looking for something more interesting. So overall, I came away from the whole game just feeling mixed. It's not really something special, but it's not a bad Nintendo game. It's definitely got its charm.
Leave it to me.
So the biggest argument here really to me, or big question rather, would you want to buy it? If you're a Nintendo completionist, if you love the franchises, you love the first party titles, it's a no-brainer. You're gonna pick this one up. It's a wonderful game, and it may probably last a reasonable amount of time in the aftermarket, and it probably will be available for quite a while after. In terms of general gameplay, I think most younger players will probably enjoy play this. If you're the casual kind of gamer that just wants something quick and easy to jump into without having to learn complicated control system, it's still a great title. It's something easy, interesting, and different in Nintendo's arsenal. For the average gameplayer that's going to be out there that's looking at a finite amount of resources to pick up any particular system, it has to be a miss. It's a lovely opportunity, possibly wasted by Nintendo this time around. And I feel that, well, they kind of almost got the character quite right, shoehorning a numerous amount of characterization, costume changes, overriding a Mr. Ben kind of stance, isn't Peach. It never was. I hope that the next time that Princess Peach makes an outing solo in her own title, that Nintendo may just hit their own run with it. But this one, I don't think it truly was. So that's another episode over. And let us know what you think on the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. You really are helping us on there. And yeah, thanks to everybody that watched this episode so far. If you made it this far through, I'm really happy. Just do a hashtag ruler at the end of the episode. Just drop that one on there to let us know that you did watch it all the way through. And I will do appreciation. And to be truthful, next episode your name will actually go on the credits list. As a bit of a thank you if you do drop that on. A little bit of a secret there for you. But yeah, until next time, see ya.